from the chapbook that I'm selling outside for 150 pesos. 2 stories. So I'll get right to it. My first poem is called Rhapsody, Second Measure, after T.S. Eliot's Rhapsody on a Windy Night. You have another vision of a dreamless city, the paradox being that you're caught in a dream yourself, where your senses catch themselves in solid form, reclaiming a map of the concrete, in a mockery of real time and daylight. There are street lamps lit so brightly by what you remembered only as phosphenes when you closed your eyes. Are you sure memory plays a part in your journey? Your ears pick up the sound of a ticking clock, and it only reminds you that soon the cityscape will cease to matter to the minutes. The light pushes forward. Regard, forms likened to yours, materializing from lines of cement steps. Regard your image reflected in glazed over eyes, and remember a dream, not a state. Find the cats against each other's tails, howling like brutes in abandon, and wonder if you will, briefly, if less human means less real. Somewhere not far, a crab will traverse not on sand, but on gravel from yesterday's silted remains. It will dig a small hole and camouflage its shell with the ground, because everything's the same color, everything's without color, the same. When you were a child, you were promised the bay and all its beauty in the backdrop of the orange horizon. You were promised fire, but all you received was the city and what you could make of the moon and the curling shadow of the smoke. The moon and its veil, but its caprice, the only part of the promise kept, that now, in the dream, you're not entirely alone or kept in stark nothingness, because you can feel. Maybe later you'll wake. You'll wake to the real city of your eyes, to wristwatch time and electric light. Is it so different from what you now can't remember? There's a knife in the drawer, where you keep your paper. Thrust it somewhere, and the words of your dream will come back to your touch. We'll begin again. So, that's my first poem. Parang ganda ng sound effects ng ulan, no? Okay.